stating right now, you about to change my mama because she's not leaving the store.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, I swear to God, you better not change my mama.
I am so serious. What is the law? Then I need to leave
You better not change my mama.
So if you or anybody else would like to be so kind as to support the content on this channel, you can do that by way of going underneath the video to the to the video description below and hitting any one of the 3 links in order to support this content. And as always, much love, respect, and appreciation. So before I get started, I just want to state to people, if anybody seems to be a little bit confused, confuddled, whatever it is, about why it is that you still see the content that you see, I clearly stated that I have a few stories that I want to do and stories that I'm going to do. And after that, that's the last time that you're going to see these videos. And again, we are in the month of June still. It is the 16th, pretty much the middle, going towards the end of June. So there is still more than enough time for me to get this directly out of my system with the content that I want to do, right? And I'm the only one that can set the limitations on when it is that I'll do it, if I will do it, or if you will even see it at all.
I know my right property, stop, sir. But this is private property. This is private property where I just made a purchase.
So but she was already here, and I asked her to leave.
And I've made previous purchases.
Not welcome in the store.
Previous purchases.
Listen, you're going to end up in jail. Both of y'all in a minute. I don't leave.
Sir, are you telling me I'm going to jail because I'm a paying customer and I'm
because you're
being
criminal trespassing. I'm asking both of y'all to leave.
Oh wait, how am I a criminal trespassing? Please tell me.
I'm asking you to leave.
That's not saying that I'm a criminal and I'm trespassing.
That's not saying anything.
That's not saying
But I
that.
asked you to leave.
You did, and I said I was going to. I said I was going to.
So because you said I'm a criminal
I'm the
trespassing.
manager, and I asked her to leave. She's not welcome in our store.
Ma'am, why did you ask her?
You don't even have no reasonable explanation.
Oh, wait.
Not welcome
You
in the store.
don't have any reasonable
Because
explanation.
of the way it is because
What's
of
the
the
reasonable explanation of why I have to leave?
You got 5 minutes? 5 seconds? No. You need to back up.
Ooh.
She's asked to leave. She's been asked to leave.
What is you about to do?
I'm telling you, I'm fixing to put cuffs on you and escort you out.
Okay, sir, you put cuffs on my daughter?
Yes. You're going to go to jail too.
Oh,
you put hands on me.
What did I do, sir? What did I
asked to
do?
leave.
No,
You've been asked
sir.
to leave.
If I'm a paying customer,
You've been asked to leave.
If
It
I'm a
doesn't
paying
matter if you're a paying
customer.
customer.
well, I need a refund.
in the
Then.
store
It
to
doesn't
order.
matter.
I need a refund, sir. I need a refund. I need a refund. I am
refund. I have to give you a refund.
No, sir. We don't step outside if we paid money.
It doesn't matter. You don't know the law. I'm telling you,
Oh
you
no,
got to
sir.
leave.
I know the law.
No,
she
you
just
don't.
told me I
Let
had
me
to
tell you
leave
something.
because that's
You're
what she
fixing.
felt
Okay,
like.
you know what? Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh no!
You don't want to
Okay.
leave.
You are going to
Woo!
I'm sorry. What is the law, sir?
What is the law?
Please
Tell me. Tell us. State it right now. State it right now. State it right now.
Sir, you have
State it right now. You about to change my mama because she's not leaving the store.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, I swear to God, you better not change my mama.
I am so serious. What is the law? Then I need to leave at
You
the
better not change my mama. You better not change my mama.
Who not? Listen to you to leave.
No, she did not tell me.
What was the reason though? Why am I not allowed in the store? Please tell me why I'm not allowed in the store.
Calm your voice.
Why am I not allowed in the store?
Because
You can't even tell me that, but you want to listen to her. No, that's fine. That's fine. And I told. Did you even ask me what I said to her? You don't care. You don't care though. That's fine. No, because once we step outside, then we're not. No.
sir,
No.
I'm a paying customer.
I don't care what you are. I'm going to be told to
Clearly
leave.
you don't care.
You've been
Clearly.
told to leave.
You just heard what she said and took that. That's all.
You've been told to leave.
No. You
It
don't.
doesn't
That's
matter.
not the law.
Yes, it is the law. Don't be telling me what the law is. I know what the law is.
Ooh, you better calm
I
down.
don't know who you think you are.
Explain to us the
You're
law.
going to get a drug out of here in a minute.
Then
We're
play.
gonna do
Then
this.
explain.
Stop the threat. Stop the threat.
For real.
What are you going to do? Are you going to do
Oh no, mama. This man. No.
My husband is a retired sergeant in the military.
Okay,
So you.
military. This is not the
No,
military.
It's not. But I'm telling you, sir, we know our law.
No, you don't.
Okay.
What didn't tell
You've been
her?
asked to leave. I'm telling you to leave now.
Legal rights.
Right.
So if you want to go ahead and call your sergeant, if you would like to call your sergeant, Dylan, if you can call your sergeant, sir, that'll be the best thing for us to
And guess
go
what?
ahead.
My supervisor's going to tell me to put your
Wait, what was that part? Put my what in jail? Wait, I thought
The
you were going to say
supervisor
something
gonna put us
else.
in jail. Put her in jail. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm 100% positive of that.
All because Didi didn't want me in the store because I quit.
And you've been a customer here for how long?
Since January,
Okay.
obviously.
And yeah. And I hope that the customers that are in the store actually see this and witness this and put it on wherever platform you want.
Why she asking?
That's what we trying to figure
She
out.
basically, I quit a couple of days ago, and then she's mad about the fact that I quit.
When you quit, did you throw something?
No, I literally,
But we're a customer, and the manager asked us to leave, and she has not told us why.
she, excuse me, sir, he doesn't even know
We don't
why.
know why she asked us to leave when we're paying customers. Wait, are you the supervisor, sir?
Why are you ignoring us? Why are you ignoring
not
us?
listening, sir? If we were asked to leave, can she tell us why? What is the law? If we were asked to leave, what is the law?
The law, I mean, to tell you to leave?
From a establishment where I'm a customer and I'm waiting for my order.
And there's actually no probable
there's
cause.
No probable
There's
cause
no
to say
probable cause
you
of
can't
why.
be served.
Literally none. He doesn't know. She doesn't
Get your finger
know.
out of my face, or I'm gonna put you on the ground.
Boy,
and
you
hit
better
it.
calm down. You better calm down. You better calm down. Because I'm not
Put
the
your finger
one.
in my face again.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm not playing with you. Exactly. You did it first and it's in the video, so don't even start. You did it first and it's in the video.
When I was at the register,
So, what you have directly in this story, from what you were able to see from both parts, I did state in a live stream that I was going to show one part, and that the whole thing would be shown directly in a video format. So, what inevitably ended up happening is that you have two, uh, you know, black women there. I'm going to say one black woman and a younger uh, black woman or black teenager that is there, and the younger one decided that she wanted to be at the store, right? She and her mother were patrons at the store. And what you heard in the video was that she stated to one of the customers, why is the manager doing this? And she stated that, well, because about a day or two ago, I quit. He was like, did you throw anything? Was there any type of fuss? She was like, no, I just quit and I left. And you have the manager who earlier stated that I don't have to have a specific reason for you to leave the store. If I don't want you here, I don't want you here. Now, let's go back over that again. The young woman who used to work there quit, which is completely fine and dandy. Anybody can quit their job. She didn't cause a fuss, no muss. She didn't steal anything. Um, she didn't cause any type of a ruckus. She wasn't fighting. She didn't throw anything. So all the usual stuff that people want to throw directly into the pot in order to try to make this into a whole nother argument, a whole nother situation, you can pretty much leave that and quit that. So she came back to the store as a patron, again, which she is able to do legally. She can do that. I could have a multitude of jobs that I quit, and if it's let's see, a bank, I can do transactions there. If it's a grocery store, I can shop there. And if it's a mall, I can come through there and be a patron. So the cop comes through and he decides that he wants to get ultra aggressive, and this is what a lot of black male content creators who cover stories like this have always talked about. Whenever it is that it is a sense or scene that is out there that these black women, or that a black woman is alone, that there is no black man attached or anything like that, they're going to get hyper and ultra aggressive. He was automatically talking in a fight or flight response, because you could see the different types of facial reactions that he was getting. He was trying to give off that he was authority, knowing the fact that he doesn't even believe that he is authority. So he tried to buck up with her a multitude of times. He tried to, uh, you know, say some things a multitude of times, a variety of different ways, in order to initiate and get not just a verbal, but also a physical reaction that would allow him to have a key detail in a report or on camera to identify to other people the reason why it is that he got aggressive with her, that he arrested her, and he was trying to build a case directly in his head by the way that he was talking. This is why it has been stated to black people a multitude of times that you need to be on point, and you need to be of logic when it is that you deal with cops, because their job is to get the criminal, is to get the person, is to get that report, to get that quota at the end of the day, to fill up those jail cells. Their thing is not to square away a situation, to fix a problem, to solve. Proof of that is by way of when they asked, and it was three people basically asked him, right? They were like, yo, so what is the law? I know my law. He wanted to sit up there, you don't know the law, I am the law, right? Because that's what cops do. They feel that just because they wear the uniform, because they have a badge, because they got a Batman type utility belt, that automatically they are the law. They are the judge, jury, and executioner. Because you saw what was he going to do when she was questioning him? Oh, he started getting emotional. I'm not going to get my cuffs anymore. I'm about to get this taser. Sitting up there shaking like a leaf. Had the taser on with the laser sight on. Craziness. And she was sitting down. She wasn't a threat. She wasn't doing anything. But yet, this is what he wanted to do. And then the moment changed when you saw the black man, who was stated to be military, step up. And he was like, yo, you need to just, calm down. You saw the energy start to shift. You saw the energy start to change, because he wasn't going to talk to that man that way, because he already knew exactly what it was. He was like, oh man, this is not what I bargained for. I thought she was by herself. I didn't think anybody was going to defend her. I know the guys that look like me wasn't going to do it, so I didn't think or expect anybody else to sit up here and do it. So even though that guy was there, he tried to excuse him out the situation. He was like, well, this ain't a military situation, right? But he didn't talk in that same aggression. He wasn't getting all jumpy and all antsy as if he was about to physically do something with a guy who is in the military and with a guy who can more than likely handle him, right? So he wanted to bypass that and still go directly after her and also the daughter. And then she sat up there and told him to call the supervisor, rightfully so. And he said that, well, if I call the supervisor, he's going to sit up and say, just lock your butt up too. And she wanted him to repeat it. He didn't say but she wanted him to repeat exactly what he said, and he didn't, because he knew what it was. So then the supervisor, as you were able to see, came directly in. And he immediately came in there just with handcuffs. I'm like, wow, so you're not even, so you're listening to the woman, you're listening to your subordinate, and then you're not listening or paying attention to any of the people that are actually there. I'm like, ain't that something? Like I said before, no matter what black people do, you are always guilty, and you must prove always your innocence. Even if there is proof that you are innocent, you are still guilty in front of everybody else. The other main thing that I want to also list is this. Too many times before, directly on this channel, I've seen a multitude of divestors and many others that want to hype up other groups of men, stating that, oh, they're the utmost protectors, that they do this, that they do that, and everything else. But at no point in time on that video that was filmed by the young daughter and where the mother was there, at no point in time did you see the other male patrons who were reflective of both cops and the third cop that was about to come in and the manager. At no point in time did those men come to the defense of that black family there. Somebody has to tell me why. Ain't that something? Because I could have sworn that other men were the prime examples of protection. They go out of their way to sit up there and protect other groups of women when black men don't. But yet, who was the one that stepped up to the scene with experience, with the background, to try to diffuse the emotion in the situation? Huh, look at that. The only black man in the room with no backup, plain clothes and everything, came up there, got into the middle after you already saw the cop pointing a taser directly at her, was basically in the middle telling him to sit up there and calm down. And he was trying to do it as calmly as possible, because I understood that this was a energy filled situation. I understood that he technically wanted to talk higher, but he knew that that would exacerbate the whole thing, and it wouldn't go well. So he tried to do it as calmly as possible so that everybody could walk away completely fine and dandy. Right? Like I said before, where are these other men that quote unquote protect black women more than black men. Where are these other groups of men at? Because I didn't see them in that video. I didn't see them trying to protect that daughter when the cop was trying to buck up with her. I especially didn't sit up there and see none of them try to protect that mother when the cop was bucking up with her. They were all just sitting up there chilling. They were acting like wasn't nothing happened. They ain't see nothing. They were all Sandra Bullock and Stevie Wonder all in that business. Nothing. They just saw that burger and that shake. That was it. Even the ones that were requesting information from the daughter, they still didn't do nothing. Look at that. Ain't that something? But again, nobody want to talk about that though. Nobody want to highlight that though. But yet again, I have tons of people that want to try to get rid of the videos that I do on the platform, and they want to try to say that the things that I say are racist in nature and all these other types of things and yada, yada, yada. But yet I show proof. And even with that proof, people ignore that proof just to go with what it is that they feel. And this is why I say that you have a lot of women out there that don't realistically actually care about the well-being of black women.